And it India's Ahmed Mohin Farooqi joins us from Colombo on this. Well, Dr. Farooqi, please tell our viewers more on the economic situation right now in Sri Lanka and how people have seen inflation at 70% in 2022 and now it is being recorded at minus. Is there a visible change?
Good morning to you, Lepakshi, and all our viewers across the world. Yes, you see, in 2022, when the peak of the economic crisis was witnessed, Sri Lanka had seen inflation hovering at about 70%. That was the year-on-year inflation. Now, from then to now, yes, the numbers, they have a marked change. Now, the inflation for the last 4 months is hovering in the negative territory. There's a deflationary number. But you see, at the ground level, the price rise which had been affected in 2022, the effects of that are seen even today, and people have been talking about the difficulties they have been facing. The cost of living is pretty high, and this is where the people have talked about bringing about a change. And this is what was seen at the time of the election which we had witnessed in September of 2024, when people had talked about difficulties they had been facing. Now, what is witnessed in the ground reality is that the food inflation has somehow been curtailed, but non-food inflation is something which has been presenting for quite some time. But the CBSL's governor, Dr. Nandalal Veerasinghe, has said that the inflation will continue to remain in this negative territory for the next 2 to 3 months, but gradually will shift towards the positive side and go towards its target by later this year. At the same time, the CBSL has maintained the policy review number, the overnight policy rate at 8%, hoping that this will propel the growth which the Sri Lankan economy had witnessed in the later part of 2024. In fact, if we have to remember, the 2022 and 2023 numbers were in negative growth territory, but in 2024, the GDP has shown some improvement, with the third quarter recording numbers of about 5.5%. Lepakshi.
Right. Dr. Farooqi, also there has been a regime change in the last few months in the island, as we all know. Has the new government made any significant changes to the economic situation there so far?
You see, Lepakshi, the new government has taken over in September. While the presidential elections were completed in September, the parliamentary elections got over in November 2024. And the budget of the year 2025 has not been presented yet. In fact, it will be presented next month. And there are a lot of expectations from the government to make significant changes. Whatever we are seeing till now, it has been the outcome of the result of the policies adopted by the previous regime under Ranil Wickremesinghe. However, the new government had promised that it will definitely review certain of the austerity measures which were adopted by the previous government to make life easy for the common man. And that is probably been expecting, the people have been expecting about that to be revealed in the budget which will be presented next month. Meanwhile, for now, the only positive difference which has been witnessed is that people are expecting a positive change. There has been an increase in the level of people's hopes and aspirations. However, the exact change, whatever we expect to see, might happen only after the budget.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Farooqi, for all those details there.